As we have pointed out formerly, everything in Genesis is a seed that will be developed in the following books of the Bible. The same is true regarding the matters we have been considering in this message. Man as vessels to contain God, the human spirit as the organ to contact God, etc. All of these points are sown in Genesis as seeds and will be fully developed in the New Testament as a harvest. We need many verses from the New Testament to give a comprehensive definition of these matters, but for the time being, we must stop here. Life Study of Genesis Message 11. God's procedures to fulfill His purpose. In the past 10 messages, we have seen clearly from the Holy Word that God's eternal purpose is to express Himself through man and to commit His authority to man that man may exercise his dominion on the earth. We have also seen that God's way to fulfill His purpose is by life. As the first step in the accomplishment of His purpose, God created mankind in a very specific way, forming them as vessels to contain Himself, not as instruments to work for Him. Romans 9 declares definitely that God made man out of clay as vessels of mercy unto honor and glory to contain God Himself. Thus, God created man with a special organ, the human spirit. We should never forget Zechariah chapter 12 verse 1, which says that God stretched forth the heavens, laid the foundation of the earth, and formed the spirit of man within him. In this universe, three things are necessary for the fulfillment of God's purpose: the heavens, the earth, and the spirit of man. Our spirit is extremely important. It is just as vital for the accomplishment of God's purpose as are the heavens and the earth. Although the spirit of man is not spacious as the heavens or large as the earth, it is nevertheless the most crucial aspect of our being. Job chapter 32 verse 8 says, "There is a spirit in man." Everyone knows that man has a heart, mind, will, and conscience, but few people realize that man has a spirit. By this, we do not mean the Holy Spirit of God. We refer to the human spirit of man. We have such an organ created by God. Consider the organs of our physical body. We have hearing organs, seeing organs, smelling, tasting, and touching organs. With my eyes, I can see many different colors. If I were blind, I would be unable to substantiate the existence of these colors. Although colors would continue to exist, I would have no way to substantiate them, for a certain object can only be substantiated by the organ specifically designed for the purpose. As I am speaking, your ears substantiate the sound of my voice. If you have no ears, it would seem as if my voice did not exist. The same is true for our sense of smell. Although there may be a fragrant aroma in this room, we need the sense of smell to substantiate it. God has not only created our physical organs, but also our psychological organs. How can we verify the existence of thought? We substantiate thought by the function of our mind. Likewise, by the emotional organ of joy in our soul, we can sense happiness. We substantiate the existence of thought and joy by the appropriate psychological organs in our soul.